business. A close call in round one. Valpo cruised to victory in round two. Oral Roberts is the 5th seed. But a deep dagger in overtime polished off #1 Western Illinois. The Golden Eagles danced into today's finals. The Mid-Con Tournament Championship next. Well, the Valparaiso Crusaders are ready to go. Welcome to Kemper Arena, everyone. An NCAA tournament bid is on the line for our winner today. The #5 seed, Oral Roberts, against the #2 seed, Valparaiso. Let's take a look at the brackets, see how these two teams got here. Oral Roberts defeated Oakland and then Western Illinois in overtime yesterday to reach the championship game. And for Valparaiso, they got by IUPUI by 1 point in round one and then cruised to victory over UMKC yesterday, 66-54. And hi, everybody. Neil Harwell along with David Kaplan. Nice to have you with us here from the Kemper Arena in Kansas City. And Dave, always fun here in the championship game of the Mid-Con.
Yeah, the fans are into it. The fans were here early, and when you have a chance to play and advance to the field of 64, it's a very cool afternoon for these young ladies.
Well, talking to cool, let's look at the cool Valparaiso Crusaders. They do it with a very balanced attack, don't they, Cap?
Yeah, they do. You have Katie Boone, a 5'7" junior, who really distributes the ball very well. MVP of the conference tournament a year ago. You saw the tradition of excellence at Keith Freeman's program. She's one of the main reasons, along with Susie Hamill, a 5'8" senior guard, scored 50 in a high school game. This young lady can put them up when they need them. And Katie Boone, you see, playing with a broken nose, so she's tough as well.
And a Valpo team that's a very good defensive team for Coach Keith Freeman. We talk about Oral Roberts on the other side. They do it with a great inside-outside combination.
Yeah, they do. Leah Cannon, a 5'5" sophomore out of Australia, 223 assists this season. That's an ORU and Mid-Con record. Just a sophomore, she's 4th all time in Oral Roberts assists. And Alicia Turek, 27 and 11 in the semifinal win. All-time freshman rebounder in school history.
The winner moves on into the big dance. And that's what they're playing for, the championship of this tournament, the Mid-Con. We'll have the starting lineups for you right after this. Mid-Con basketball is brought to you by Gatorade. Is it in you? By National Car Rental. Go your own way. By the NCAA Hall of Champions. And by the Hereford House Restaurant, Kansas City's finest steak restaurant and title sponsor of the Mid-Continent Conference Basketball Tournament. NCAA bids are on the line in Kansas City in March. And these fans at the Kemper are ready to go in this championship game of the Mid-Con Tournament. There is head coach Jerry Finkbeiner in his 8th season here at Oral Roberts. Tournament champions in 1999 and 2001. And last year they were knocked out by this Valpo team. And we take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Gatorade. Gatorade, is it in you? And here are the starting lineups for the Golden Eagles first. Alicia Turek, what an outstanding freshman she is. 15 points a game, 9 rebounds. In this tournament, she's 23 points and 13 rebounds on the average. And for Valparaiso, we talked about how balanced they are in scoring. They're an excellent defensive team. Susie Hamill, the senior from Lafayette, Indiana, scores at 10 a game, and at 11 a game, it's Jenna Strangler, the 6'2 junior. And they do it for Keith Freeman. 10th season here at Valpo. What an outstanding record he's put together. They have 13 winning seasons in the last 14, and they beat Oakland 48-46 in the title game of this tournament last season to move on into the NCAA, where they took on Purdue. And in fact, Dave, they played a pretty good game against Purdue, had it really going in the first half of that ball game last season.
They did. They had a real chance to win that basketball game. And, you know, it's interesting. Both teams come in with experience in playing at this level with a berth on the line. So should be a real good matchup.
Here we go from the Kemper Arena in Kansas City. Glad to have you with us here on Fox Sports Net along with Dave Kaplan. This is Neil Harwell. And first with it will be Oral Roberts, and that is Leah Cannon. She does it all. Quarterbacks this team, 8 assists a game.
Very unselfish player.
They go quickly down low, shot missing, but grabbing her own is Langford and kicks it back out to Cannon for 3. And again, battling hard is Langford.
Well, we saw this on the men's side last night. Get a walk. The IUPUI Jaguars just dominated the glass, and when one team gets all these extra opportunities, it's tough to beat them.
So Coach Finkbeiner looks on as he will have his Oral Roberts Golden Eagles take on Valpo on the defensive end this time. Down low they work it, shot up no good by Braun, and ripped away, and here comes Oral Roberts with Langford in transition. Boy, both teams really recruit the world, don't they?
They do. You look at their rosters, and they're all over the place. The Netherlands, Australia, I mean, everywhere. You see it on the men's side as well.
On the take this time, it's C, and the basket goes.
Did a real nice job. C got into the painted area, had that long reach, kissed it off the window. Nice penetrating move.
So Golden Eagles on top here early. Valparaiso, after beating UMKC handily yesterday, the score was 12 points at the end, but much of the game they led by 20 to 25 points, and here comes Oral Roberts the other way. Langford once again shapes it up with Cannon, the real floor leader for this Golden Eagle team, just a sophomore. Off to C. Around the top to Turek, 6'1" freshman from Council Bluffs, Iowa. Dump it down low, shot going in for Lewis.
Yep, Claudia Lewis gets the job done. 5'11", good pass over the top of the defense. Nobody's behind, and she wasn't doubled, turned and scored.
And the number 5 seed, Oral Roberts, out of the gate very well here in the title game, leading 4-0. Down low, off the cut. And the shot going down for Jenna Stangler.
There's an interior basket. That's the best way to get off the schneid and get going. And they got themselves a real easy look at Stangler converted.
Stangler, the 6'2" junior from St. Michael, Minnesota. First hoop of the game for Valparaiso. Out high Turek, working against the man-to-man defense. And Cannon will shape this offense. She was so tough down the stretch in the overtime in that win over Western Illinois. Nice defense, though, by Katie Boone, and out of bounds to Valpo.
Now watch the passing. This is how you score inside. You've got to be able to enter the ball into the post. There's the pass over the top. Nobody rotates down and doubles, and she gets a good, clean look, and then Valpo comes back and gets a basket inside as well. They find Stangler, good cut, and she scores.
Actually, Oral Roberts has the basketball. They only had 1 on the shot clock, and it's a shot clock violation. So it goes over to Valparaiso with Jerry Finkbeiner looking on. What a great job he has done with this Oral Roberts program after an incredible run at the NAIA level where he won 3 straight NAIA national championships at Southern Nazarene. Down low and won the bucket by Balker.
Yep, Balker does a good job here at knowing the hit's going to come. Get it up on the glass. Now she's got the defender on her hip. No way you're going to stop her. And she powers through and gets the basket. Yes.
Boy, Dave, she powered her way 13 points in that first half against UMKC yesterday and starts it off well with a 3-point play, and the Crusaders take a 1-point lead. It to C. Dumps it down low inside. Langford, a little spin move in the lane. It danced up there, no. And the rebound bounds out to Lewis. And Claudia Lewis will reshape the offense with Cannon. So far, Oral Roberts, most of that on the offensive end.
They get it 3 the first possession.
And Langford doing the honors inside. Cannon off the dribble, breaking down the defense and scoring.
What a great head and shoulder fake. That's how you get a defender in the air.
Leah Cannon shaking them up here at Kemper. 1-point lead for the Golden Eagles. down low. They do it. Bulker. And this time it's Tamara Braun getting the bucket.
Yep, they have a number of players that can flash to that post and score inside. And Braun really did a good job.
Cannon from way downtown with a three.
She's locked in. They didn't know to get her the ball. She runs the show, and she says, I can also score.
Well, in the overtime yesterday, she just handled the total flow of the game and hit a couple of big buckets just like that as they got past the #1 seed Western Illinois by 2 in overtime. From outside, this one does not go, but the rebound tracked down and then taken away by Lewis. 1-on-2, her run to the rack, and she's fouled as she takes it there. That foul will go against Canuster.
She'll go to the line, but she does a good job here to cross it over, move to the left of the hoop. She knows the hit's coming, try and throw it up, just couldn't get it high enough on the backboard to score.
Well, the Oral Roberts folks call her the tough player on this team, showing you why right there with her aggressiveness. Going to the glass in transition, a little short on that free throw. A 78% free throw shooter this season for Coach Finkbeiner. Claudia Lewis had surgery on the right shoulder in August and missed the first 5 games of the season, but playing a whole lot better here as of late. And right now she has given her team a 3-point lead. And Cannon from downtown has 5 early points. We'll be back after this. Coach Finkbeiner in the huddle right now. His team leading by 3 at the Mid-Con Tournament Championship ball game here at Kemper Arena in Kansas City. Get all the scores and information on all 9 Mid-Con schools on the web at www.midcon.com. And Coach Keith Freeman ready to get his team going on the offensive end. This Valpo team has been so effective on the defensive end of the floor, holding opponents to 50 points a game over the last 2 years in this tournament. Unbelievable. Play so well as a team, and there's one of the reasons why with the ball right now. Boone dumps it off out high to Canuster. Canuster backing up. 5 on the shot clock now. Boone takes it inside the arc and scores it.
Boy, the lefty did a real good job. One extra dribble cleared the defender, and she knocked down the jumper, and it's a 1-point game.
Katie Boone, second team All-Mid-Con and the MVP of this tournament a season ago. Down low, there's Turek, and she has her first hoop tonight.
Yep, indeed. Get her involved early and often.
Averaging 23 a game in the tournament to go along with 13 rebounds. Again, the tough man-to-man by Oral Roberts. Boone in the corner to Bulker. She takes it into the paint, but travels.
Well, take a look at Boone's basket. She does a good job left side here. She's going to use an extra dribble. There's the pass, and the shot clock's running down. Gets that one extra dribble, and the defender can't get there. And you see the shot clock at 2 as the ball swishes through.
And you talk about tough, which we were a little bit ago. Surgery on her nose 2 weeks ago, Dave, and she's out there with the mask just battling on.
Yep. And she's a scrappy player. She's always involved in everything.
Yeah, very similar players, Boone and Cannon checking each other at the point. This foul will be on Katie Boone, her first personal second-team foul on Valparaiso here in the first half. So ORU will inbound from underneath their own hoop. Abudo is in the ball game now. Abudo right now dumps it off Lewis and back out high Cannon.
Tell they've scouted her, keep her away from her right hand.
It's a little help with the screen out high. Shot clock at 12. Langford comes out to help out. Lewis into the lane with a nice quick first step. A little too quick. Called her for the travel.
Well, she made a nice move. I didn't see the walk there. Did a good job, turned the corner and used the glass.
I don't think Jerry Finkbeiner saw the walk either. So the turnover against Oral Roberts. They lead it by 3 with Valpo on the attack. Down the lane. Shot goes up, and Claudia Lewis. A little foul there, and it will be on Lewis. And a two-shot foul, as that's Gutowski taking it in. And Lewis picks up her first personal foul and the second team foul on Oral Roberts.
Yep, she's pleading her case, saying principle of verticality, which is player, defender owns the space all the way to the ceiling. Straight up. You come out, your hands come away from your body, that's a foul.
And Jamie Gutowski to the free throw line, the 5'7" sophomore from Crown Point, Indiana. And she hit the game winner, a runner with 1.4 seconds left in round one, as IUPUI had Valpo down by 10 with under 4 to play. But Gutowski's shot got them the victory by 1, and she hits 2 free throws here. And Valpo trails it by 1. On the move, Obudo. That was a sweet move. She just took off down the right side of the lane. Down the layup. Downright explosive, that was, from the wing, taking it in there. And she has her first hoop tonight. And this is Balker dumping it off to Boone. Flashing it down low. There's the shot up and going down for Jenna Stangler, her second hoop of the night.
Yep, she likes to score inside. Now she's scoring from both sides of the bucket.
Here's Cannon on the take. And too tall for Langford. And let's look again at the drive by Maureen Obudo.
Yep, Obudo does a good job here. Gives a little bit of a fake. See the fake? Defender Balker bites on it. She's off to the races.
Just a great sixth-man role is what Obudo has played so far for this year. From Mombasa, Kenya. On the crossover. Boom. In the corner. And that's a 3-ball going down for Canuster.
Range.
Valparaiso with a 2-point lead. Boone with the hand, got the steal, and Valpo coming out of there. Canuster in transition.
They're doing a real good job defensively. And who was on the floor scrapping for the ball? The girl with the face shield. She has no fear.
No fear at all. 2 weeks ago, the surgery. And diving for the loose ball. Got the hand in there to start it all. And there's a foul down low.
I think Stangler on a hold.
Will be on Stangler. And Canuster, not only in transition, she's drilling it from the wing or on the baseline, a 3-ball. And right now, Valpo leads it by 4. Valparaiso has gone on a 7-0 run over the last minute 20 and lead by 4 right now. Standings in the mid-con look like this. Western Illinois, the top seed, David, they were ousted yesterday by Oral Roberts. And our teams now, Valparaiso and Oral Roberts, playing in this game, but a very tightly contested race, not quite as tight as the men's race, but tell you what, it was a very close season for both the men and the women.
Hey, if Chicago State losing at Valpo at the end of the season, they'd claim to share the conference title.
Down low, Turek. She's fouled as she takes it up. And we'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Men's game should be a good one tonight as well. IUPUI, Valparaiso.
Absolutely. Catherine Canuster draws the foul. That is her first personal. 4th team foul on Valparaiso. And to the line, Alicia Turek, the 6'1" freshman who's setting all kinds of freshman records at Oral Roberts.
Kept 27 and 11 yesterday.
Well, an averaging 15 points and 9 rebounds on the season. Just outstanding work for a freshman and hits both free throws there. She was an 88% free throw shooter in high school. Not quite as well this season in college at 62, but she can certainly shoot it. Here's Boone out high, working against the Oral Roberts defense. On the move, Stangler. And the rebound taken away by Turin.
Good block out.
Here comes Cannon in transition and blocked down low.
See, that's when you're the smallest player, you're going to face that.
And Boone looking to go the other way with it, just off the hands of Stangler.
They look for the transition basket. Look at Keith Freeman. Early shooting numbers, 7 of 10 for Valparaiso, 6 of 10 for Oral Roberts. So both clubs have brought the shooting sheet.
Yeah, lighten it up here early, and the points off of turnovers for Valparaiso, a big stat right now. They have 10 points off of turnovers that they've caused, and doing the work on the defensive end.
10 zip on points off TOs.
Obudo on the wing for the Golden Eagles. Working against that man-to-man pressure by Valpo. Now to Langford. Shot clock at 7. Obudo back to Langford. Down the lane. Her shot off the glass, no. And ripped away by Susie Hamill. And here she comes moving with it for the Crusaders.
Boy, I think they missed an illegal screen in the back court here.
Well, and back into the hands of their floor general, Boone. This is Gutowski. And back to Hamill. Shot clock at 5. Susie Hamill on the drive. Underneath, laying it in.
Well, she has a scorer's touch. Don't forget she had 50 in a high school game. She may not score like that now, but you can score 50 in any game.
Yeah, Coach Freeman said she just has a real knack for scoring and finding ways to get to the hoop. That's exactly what happened that time. C dumps it off to Langford on the baseline. And Turek was battling and picks up the foul. That is her second foul, third team foul here on Oral Roberts in the first half.
Second personal.
And here comes the dribble penetration. I mean, that's just beating the defender to the basket. Watch the shot clock up top. 6, 5, 4, 3, and it goes through at 2. The second basket they've had.
Absolutely. Did Boone had another one. She dropped down with 2 on the shot clock. Lauren Bechtold is in there now, and she dumped it off to Gutowski, who missed the shot from outside. And here comes Langford ahead to Turek, playing with those 2 fouls on the fall-away. Rebound taken away. Valpo. Langford in there, scrapping, and then pulling it out of there is Riedema. Up the floor, they move it to Gutowski. On the penetration, it would not go, but right there is Balker. That was Bechtold that took it deep and missed the shot.
C is going to get the foul.
Foul number 15, Alicia C.
Yep, they'll get C on that foul. Here comes the dribble penetration. Defender comes over, and you can see, lucky you don't blow a knee out on a play like that. Be real careful. She had the time to get over and get her feet set, just didn't.
And to the line, this is Balker, a 79% free throw shooter, and she's hit all 3 of her free throws here today. And Valparaiso has a 6-point lead, largest of the ball game. So Cannon, out high, operates the offense, dumps it off Langford. Turek trying to free up inside, steps out to the high post. Spinning in the lane, and collected by C, and it just rings out. Rebounded by Hamill.
Thought C had that one going down.
Like it was halfway home that time. Dumped inside, all alone Riedema. And on the weak side boards, Balker is there for another hoop.
Well, there's no question Turek knows she's playing with 2 fouls because she did nothing to try and stop that play.
And Meredith Balker picking up where she left off yesterday with 13 points against UMKC, has 7 first-half points today. And this one knocked away off of Oral Roberts, and Valparaiso will have it with 8:13 left here first half and an 8-point lead.
Yeah, they may have started slow, but they're cooking now.
Just the way Keith Freeman likes to see it here in the first half of the championship game of the tournament. He wants to go back to the NCAAs for a second straight season. On the wing, Gutowski, a little too tall on the pass, and here comes Cannon. Ahead to Langford, too strong, out of bounds, back to Valpo. And we have timeout on the floor. Valparaiso continues to peck away, and they now lead it by 8. adjusting the headwear there. And so far, so good for Katie Boone and Valparaiso. They lead by 8, 7:51 to go first half. And they would like to go back to the NCAA tournament once again. Keith Freeman in his 10th season here at Valparaiso. Third consecutive mid-con title game in the tournament. And Leah Cannon, one of the ones that wants to prevent that from happening. And there's the run by Valparaiso over the last few minutes. From outside, Katie Boone missing. Rebounded there by Turek.
Nearly an over and back. Be careful coming across that timeline.
There's Cannon from outside, and that's a three for Leah Cannon.
Big basket. You reel them right back in. It's a 5-point game and gives you a little bit of life, a little momentum.
And Leah now with 8 points in the basketball game, 2 3-pointers. The lead is 5 for Valparaiso. On the move, Bechtold had it blocked from behind. Turek. And Turek once again showing you what she's got inside. Davidson. And rebounded by Valparaiso. Hamill moving it up the floor herself. And this is going to be a blocking foul going against Claudia Lewis. And she's willing to stick herself in the middle of everything. That's about the second time she's stuck a leg out there and got it knocked over.
Now on that long three, watch 21. Turek. May not set the best screen. Oops, she misses there, but she kind of just gets in the way of everybody. And that's what opens up the look.
Cannon buried the three. 22 points yesterday for Cannon. 7 assists against Western Illinois in their overtime win. Off the dribble, nice quick move by Riedema. Off the glass and scored.
Yep, caught the defender on her hip.
And Betsy Riedema, the mid-con all-newcomer team this season. A freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan, 6'1". Out high Davidson, who just checked in moments ago. Now Lewis on the baseline, quickly moving it to Obudo, and down low, foul on C as she takes it tough.
Well, real nice passing there, gets them that opportunity, but watch this drive here. Just beat the defender. You've got her on your hip, then get it up on the window, hope for the three-point play. She'll take the basket.
And Betsy Riedema, her first hoop tonight. To the free throw line, this is Alicia C., 6'2" freshman. She redshirted last season. Miss Congeniality at Miss Oklahoma pageant in 2001. How about me pulling that one out of their cap?
That is coming up.
You liking that?
That's minutia, baby.
1 for 2 from the line that time, and 3 points in the basketball game now for C. From outside, Bechtold. Soft shot, rims out. Rebound, Davidson. She thought about putting it out. Oral Roberts, after that last bucket, they were 0 for 7, but there is C getting it going inside now, has 5 points.
4-point game. They did a real nice job at taking the ball around the perimeter and then making that pass.
So Valparaiso was getting away a little bit here, but Oral Roberts with a couple of hoops, and now a turnover on Valpo, and the Golden Eagles will have it.
Chance to cut into the lead. Miss Congeniality, huh?
Yeah, that's what they told me. Very good. You never know when you're going to have to bust that out.
That's exactly right.
So Oral Roberts will now attack the Valpo defense, trailing by 2. And it looks like they may have shifted into a zone defense. Now, still man-to-man. Trailing by 4, Oral Roberts. Lewis, pump fake inside, but can't get it to go. Draws the foul. And the foul will go on Stengler.
Well, Bechtold is trying to guard Lewis, and there's just no chance. Lewis, a physical player. You see Bechtold doing all she can, and then she splits the defender. I think she may have lost her balance or she had the layup. But there's the seal over the top, the help way late from Stengler. And she takes it up inside and will get the foul shot.
Well, That's why I thought they might have shifted to a zone. I saw her out there covering the taller player there, and she went right with her into the paint that time.
She was battling.
And Claudia Lewis back to the line. Missed the first and has the second.
Yep, she split 2 pair now.
Claudia Lewis with 3, and Valpo leads it by 3. So they led by as many as 8, the Crusaders did, but Golden Eagles have scored 5 straight. Trapped on the baseline. Golden Eagles trying to knock it free from Gutowski. And we'll have a fresh shot clock as somebody kicked the ball over there.
3-point game.
4:43 left. Glad to have you with us here from Kemper Arena along with David Kaplan. This is Neil Harwell. Glad to have you with us on Fox Sportsnet this afternoon. The winner moves on into the NCAA tournament. A 3-ball going down for Susie Hamill.
Yep, wide open look, manufactured on a baseline out of bounds play. And Abudu was just a little late getting over there.
And the lead back to 6 now for Valparaiso. After 5 straight points by the Golden Eagles. Lewis inside, draws another foul.
Well, Keith Freeman is irate on that play. Well, watch the pass. That's a great crisp pass as before Abudu can get over there. There's the 3.
That's a great pass. Susie Hamill knocking it down. Over 1,000 points in her career. Claudia Lewis back to the line. Back into the lineup comes Elisha Turek. And she's going to replace Alicia C. And Lewis has been effective inside the last couple of trips down for the Golden Eagles.
She's a physical player.
Also at number 24, Katie Langford.
Langford checks back in as well for Oral Roberts.
Yep, and if Lewis makes the free throw, she'll come out as well.
So Coach Finkbeiner with some substitutions here at the 4:23 mark. Misses the second, and the long rebound to the Crusaders. Lauren Bechtold, nobody's covering her, and now they pick her up.
Yep, zone defense here.
Knocked away into the hands of Obudo. Quickly, here comes Cannon for Oral Roberts. Gets into the lane and knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Oral Roberts. And into the lineup comes Jessica Bowen. Girl from right here in Kansas City area, Overland Park, Kansas. She went to Blue Valley High School. Oral Roberts with the basketball, trailing by 5. Obudo, and there she is.
Obudo does a real nice job, get the seal and get it right to the basket.
And again, very explosive with her move to the basket. Now has 4 points, and it's a 3-point ball game. Valparaiso on top. Bechtold out high. Looks like Oral Roberts went back to the man-to-man. Shot clock winding down now at 4. Gutowski launches the 3, and Obudo with the rebound. So here's Leah Cannon for Oral Roberts running the offense, now trailing by just 3, 29-26 as we approach the 3-minute mark in the first half. Langford, and she tosses it in.
Bring it up, it's a 1-point game.
Oral Roberts has just stayed with it, getting down by 8 on a nice run by Valparaiso, and now the Golden Eagles on a run of their own. We look again at that last hoop by Katie Langford.
Watch Langford. We get a pretty good look. Well, you see they back off of Abudo, and then there's Langford's long 2. So the scouting report says to give Abudo the perimeter look. She's not going to put it up, but she swings the ball and they get that quick shot.
Well, the Valpo Crusaders still believe, but so do the Golden Eagles. And right now they're within 1 with a nice little run capped off by that hoop by Langford, her first hoop tonight. And the Golden Eagles call Katie Langford probably the best athlete on this team of Jerry Finkbeiner. And she shows you why here in the first half. And there's the run that Oral Roberts is on over the last about 3 minutes here in the first half. And it's a 1-point lead for the Crusaders. And they extend that pressure defense to a half-court trap now.
Yep. No question about the foul. You see the 2-3 zone very aggressive.
And we have timeout on the floor. We have a good one going in the championship game. Valparaiso by 1.
Valparaiso 29-28 over Oral Roberts. 2:46 up. That is the athletic director at Valparaiso, Dr. William Steinbrecher, and he is retiring after a long, long run. Done just a wonderful job. 25 years at Valparaiso, and one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And diehard promoter of Valparaiso.
And what a run, huh? Oh, especially for the last decade.
Think about his hires, Keith Freeman and Homer Drew and Scott Drew, and what they've meant to Valparaiso.
Not too shabby. And right now, they have both teams in the championship game. The men for Valpo will play later on tonight against IUPUI. But right now, they're thinking about the Crusaders. The ladies right now leading by 1. Shot clock winding down in the lane and scoring and 1 for Gutowski.
Boy, that shot clock again running down. Jerry Finkbeiner doesn't like the call. Shot clock's running down again, turns the corner. You've got to take that charge.
Have to.
Probably wasn't quite there.
And Gutowski did a nice job of avoiding the contact, kind of slithered through there and got the three-point play, which is a big three-point play because the lead's now 5 for Valparaiso. Oral Roberts, 4 for Valparaiso, and Oral Roberts had crept to within 1.
Yeah, that's a tough one with the shot clock running on. 3 baskets now with 2 or less on the shot clock.
Turek out high, shot clock now at 6. Langford, now Cannon. Leah Cannon on the pull-up, right in the grill of the defense.
That's a big basket. Another one with 2 or less on the shot clock. So they're draining it all the way down.
And Cannon now has 10 points. And it's a 2-point lead for Valparaiso. Bechtold. Here is Balker. Travel. And traveling. Back into the lineup comes Canuster as we look again at Cannon.
Yep, you see the shot clock. Now it's 1 when it leaves her hand. And it's 0 when it splashes down.
A little bit of a fall away out of Cannon.
Wow, got it done though.
Well, that's what these two teams do. They get it into the hands. The night's work for Leah Cannon. They get it into the hands of Cannon for Oral Roberts or Boone most of the time for Valpo as the shot clock winds down, and they've delivered. Gutowski delivered last time for Valpo, and there's Turek showing you her outside shooting ability.
I'll just tell you who I'm a huge fan of. First time I've ever seen her play. Claudia Lewis is a physical player. She knows how to set a screen, this young lady.
Trapped in the corner. And Gutowski gets it out of there, gets it back, looking down low, splits the defense. Hamill for 3. Rebound by Turek. We are tied at 32 in Kemper Arena in the first half of the Mid-Con Championship game. Out high Lewis, who's been laying screens all over the place. Shot clock inside 10 as they try to go to Turek. Now at 8, Oral Roberts will keep it.
Now watch the last basket along the baseline. They're going to swing the ball to the right side, and they do a really nice job at setting a good screen and getting a clean look. We'll try and get that for you a little later.
I saw that screen though, Dave. You pointed it out. I saw it. It was there.
It was there, baby.
And it was a good one set by Lewis, and now Valpo can go for the last shot of the half. Gutowski off the dribble, dumps it down low, knocked away into the hands of Obudo, and that's your first half. We have decided absolutely nothing so far here in the championship game. Tied at 32. Oral Roberts and Valparaiso. We'll be back with some halftime halftime activities right after this. Welcome back to Kemper Arena in Kansas City, and we have played 20 minutes of basketball. Decided absolutely nothing. Tied at 32 in the title game. Neil Harwell, David Kaplan. And David, nice first half for both teams, shooting 50%. Both of them are. And we have really taken care of nothing here in the first half, haven't we?
And it was kind of shifting tides. You saw ORU get off to the quick start. Valpo came back, took a nice, comfortable lead. And you look up and you go, wow, we're tied at 32.
A lot of good performances in the first half. One of them, Alicia Turek. She's that great freshman inside at 6'1", out of Iowa, and she performed very well in the first half, as she has all season long.
Yeah, she can score, she can rebound, and she's able to score moving very well without the ball. And there she got a clean look because you get a great pick out of Claudia Lewis. Watch that screen right there. Nobody can get to her. That is what the screen is all about.
You were enjoying that in the first half, weren't you, Coach? The screen she was throwing
I
out
love
there.
that. I mean, it's really neat to see someone know how to play, because that doesn't show up in the box score. You don't say, oh, she gets 4 good picks, but when you can watch it and see how it unfolds, it really is a neat thing to see.
And Coach Freeman's Valpo team has also done it very well on the defensive end, and on the offensive end, they've really controlled the clock and hit some big buckets as the shot clock wound down. We'll be back after this. 6'7", Zane Talane, first team All-Mid-Con, one of the top shot blockers in the country. And we have a little bit more on Zane Talane from Eric Ashel.
Zane Talane used to struggle with her English.
I couldn't even understand some of these basketball words like block, block.
Luckily for Western Illinois, basketball is an international language.
She has come in and changed the whole complexion of our conference. Well, first of all, I tried to help my team in defense. I think she's in the top 5 in the nation right now on block shots. If I can, of course, block the shots and help other teammates. It's not so much the shots that she blocks, it's the shots that she changes. She is one of in the top 10. My high is from my dad. Here's my high. There's 10 other young ladies in the United States that are 6'8" or 6'7".
She's from half a world away.
I'm from Latvia.
But nowhere on earth was too far to go for Coach Leslie Crane, especially to find a player like Zane.
I went over to Latvia and was able to meet her mother. My mom really liked everything what she said. Her mother wanted to know a lot about my experiences with foreign players. Coach has a really good impact on me. Just, I think, a chance to meet me and for her to put a face with a name, for her to feel more comfortable, to send her daughter. That's quite a big step. Well, at first when I came here, I was just sitting in my room and my 2 bags, and I didn't know what I'm doing here because I didn't know anything. Now that she has been here for over a year and a half, she's starting to really come out of her shell. I really miss my family, but I understand that this is for my future and studying and everything. So.
In just her sophomore season, Zane the Latvian is on her way to becoming Zane All-American. She's still working on her second language.
Zane's English skills are very, very good.
But Zane Talane is already fluent in her favorite international dialect.
The game basketball is the same.
For the Mid-Continent Conference in Kansas City, I'm Eric Ashel.
Well, you take a look at the tournament bracket. Western Illinois was knocked out yesterday. They were the #1 seed. They led by 20 against Oral Roberts, but ORU came all the way back and then in overtime won at 72-70. But I'll tell you what, the future looks bright, as it was even bright this year at Western Illinois with players like Zane Talane, first team All-Mid-Con. And we'll take another time here on Fox Sports Net. We are all tied up in Kansas City, and we are tied at 32. Nice first half. Both teams shot 50% from the field, and we look at the half highlights.
Well, Valparaiso did a real nice job early in the ball game. There you see Balker as they go inside and attack the basket. And they got good opportunities. They also, as you said at the end of the half, made some shots as the shot clock was running down. They scored well off their defense here. It's a fast break with nobody back. But ORU battle. There's a Voodoo, and she did a nice job on it. There's off a baseline inbounds. There's Leah Cannon knocking down a shot. When they had to make a big three, they did that, and they really stayed in the ball game when they could have seen themselves at a double-digit disadvantage. And now we're tied at 32. Yeah, Valparaiso led by as many as 8. Oral Roberts crept back. We're tied at halftime. This is what they're playing for, the Mid-Con Championship Tournament trophy and a berth in the NCAA tournament. That looked like our crew, Kevin and John, back here in the truck, battling it out. Who you taking that battle? Kevin or John? Kevin has no chance. That wouldn't go 30 seconds. All right. Valpo with the basketball. This is Boone backing it up. Now going to Balker, left hand, no. Rebound, Boone, who's bashing in there with the mask and everything. Not afraid to mix it up after surgery a couple of weeks ago. I think she takes one on the mask. Like a goalie. Boom, that is something, man. That's why you wear that mask. I'll tell you what, Lewis, we were talking about her screen. She's just a physical player. She really is, and Katie Boone right there to match her. A 5'7" junior from Greenwood, Indiana. And right now she has the basketball. Shot clock at 16 on the cut, but missed the shot. And Boone right there in the paint to get it back, and she's still fighting in there as bodies hit the deck. Yeah, Balker hit Lewis. The domino effect in the lane was started by Meredith Balker, the 6' junior from Ohio, and knocked her down and turned it over to Oral Roberts. So Langford off to Cannon as Oral Roberts looks to take their first lead in quite some time. Turek for 3, a little long, and the rebound by Balker. Yeah, that's not her shot. She scores much better, 15, 16 feet in. Valparaiso off the cut, laid in nicely by Canuster. What a fabulous cut. You watch the first person cut toward the corner, and the next one, boom, gone down the lane for an easy layup. Well executed. Looked like Susie Hamill got to the basketball, and excellent shuffle cut to the basket. On the move, Lewis. Back to Cannon for 3. And coming out of there is Stangler. In transition, boom, nice bounce pass ahead of the pack. And rebound Turek. And she'll lead the break the other way. On the pull-up, Langford. How about Alicia Turek? The other way, the 6'1" freshman leading the break. They're going to get Turek for a foul here. Basket's good, but Turek will pick her 3rd out. Now here's Valparaiso. Watch the cut. See, Walker's in the corner. And that just opens everything up. And then here comes Turek. Nice pass ahead. Pull up, pop, knock it down. Jerry Finkbeiner was very happy when Alicia Turek said, I'm coming to Oral Roberts. Oh yeah, you get a freshman that can play like that. A lot of people wanted her all across the country, including teams like Kansas or the Big 12. On the move off the glass, Stangler. Look at those long arms. At 6'2", and they say she's become a lot stronger this season as well. Even though she's long and lanky. Out high with it, this is C. Backs it out, goes to Cannon. Valparaiso leads it by 2. We were tied at halftime at 32. Cannon breaking down Boone on the dribble. Nice job by Valparaiso to knock it free. 1 on the shot clock. And it turns over to Valparaiso. Now Lewis again on the deck comes up with the loose ball. Kicks it to her teammate, and she just turned. You can see her, she's angry. The shot clock was running down. Well, in that time, as Cannon broke the defense down, Valpo ran some other players at her and caused the turnover. We have a whistle inside. And this foul will go on Valparaiso. And they
have called the foul on Leah Cannon. That's her first personal. Third team foul on Oral Roberts here in the second half. Well, Valpo leading by 2. We have played almost 3 minutes here in the second half. Boom. Backs it out to Canuster. Her take to the rack and ripped away by Turek. Stolen right back, though. Stolen by Hamill. This is Balker.
Well, you cannot make that pass. That was just a poor decision. As soon as she let it go, she knew it. And Balker finishes.
And Balker, the honorable mention, all mid-con performer last season. 13 points against UMKC in the first half yesterday, 9 points today. Cannon on the miss. Boone tracks the rebound, 1-on-3 against Oral Roberts. Keeps the pressure on with Hamill for 3. And the rebound, Lewis. Now Cannon the other way. On the baseline, Langford too strong. Weak side rebound, Turk right back at him.
Right place, right time. That shot was so far off that it ended up in her hand. She laid it in.
And we've got timeout on the floor. 38-36 Valpo here in Kansas City. Valparaiso huddling up with Keith Freeman. They lead it by 2 in the second half. Let's check out the National Car Rental scores and schedules from around the Mid-Con, brought to you by National Car Rental. Go your own way. David, there are the scores from yesterday. We talked about that Oral Roberts win in overtime. That was such a big win for this Golden Eagle program, beating the #1 seed. Valparaiso had a little easier time in the second game.
But they in the quarterfinals had to win on a shot late.
Yeah, they were down 10 in round 1 to IUPUI, but won it at the end on a buzzer beater. And there's a score going for Riedema. Betsy Riedema with a second hoop tonight.
Great pass though over the top. That's what set that whole play up.
4-point lead, Valparaiso. Langford takes care of that, though. Back to a 2-point lead.
Long deuce.
4 points here in the second half, 6 for the game for Katie Langford, who only averages 3 points a game on this season. At the free throw line, Riedema off the glass.
Nice job to use the glass. I don't know how she gets that shot to go like that.
Bangs it in there for 6 points now for Betsy Riedema, the freshman, Mid-Con all-newcomer team. Obudo, and she lays it in with that explosive first step on the baseline.
Boy, answer a score with a score every time.
Back and forth we go here in the Mid-Con tournament, second half action. And Valparaiso on top by 2 as they shoot it well here in the championship final.
Riedema has really done a nice job. Betsy Riedema, number 10 on Valparaiso. She's had the last 2 baskets. There's the pass over the top. Real good look. And Obudo's caught on the backside. Nothing she can do about it. And then watch the drive. Here she comes right down the lane. It parts, and she knocks it home.
Freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan. In fact, she's the all-time leading scorer at Grand Rapids High School. Very versatile player we talked about. She can play 3 positions out there on the floor for Coach Freeman. And a lot of times she gets her passes from Katie Boone.
2-point game, 14:44 to go.
Betsy Riedema again finds herself open, but dumps it down low to Balker.
Real nice job. A couple of defenders. Lewis fell down. A couple defenders rotated. Balker wide open.
Nice little play out of the break. Put together there by Coach Freeman. And ORU now attacks on the offensive end. On the baseline, Turek spinning. And a rebound by Lewis. There she is again, right in the middle of the scrap. And a foul down low on Valparaiso.
Every time there's a body on the deck or somebody getting drilled, it's Lewis.
Seems like Boone and also Lewis are both there every time. Nice pass from Riedema to Balker, and Valpo leads it by 4.
Meredith Balker going to the bench, and she is in a lot of pain, and you'll see why. Watch Boone go right into the right knee. Oh, that is not for the faint of heart. Ouch. Oh. Someone squeamish like me, that's not good. And it was just great hustle. Both players trying to get there to cut the baseline off, and may have been the ankle as well. Yeah, let's hope Meredith Balker is okay, and she's having a great game tonight, leading Valparaiso in scoring with 11 points here tonight. This one knocked away, out of bounds. Oral Roberts will keep it with Valpo on top by 4. Coach Finkbeiner, and you can't say enough about what he did at Southern Nazarene, coaching the women there to 3 straight national titles. I don't care what level you're coaching at, 3 straight national titles. Outstanding. Had some great teams at Southern Nazarene University down in the Oklahoma City area. Yeah, whenever you win like that, you know you can coach. Turek on the baseline. Obudo crashed the boards and then a foul inside, and this could be on Turek. If it is, it's 4. 4 fouls on Alicia Turek. She's going to have to take a seat. Well, Coach Finkbeiner finally goes to the bench, and it will be Alicia C. that will come in, but not until the next opportune moment. So Turek is out there with the 4 fouls and laid in on a great cut by Gutowski. And it was Hamill that got, or yes it was, no, it's Knuster that got her the basketball. What an absolutely wonderful pass off a great cut. Lead is a half dozen now for Valparaiso. Lewis, Obudo on the spin move. And ripped away there by Stangler. So Valparaiso taking the lead out to 6 points now. It's a big possession. 8 points, a big lead. Valpo led by as many as 8 in the first half. Knuster working the offense. On the penetration, it's stolen away by Langford. Just what they needed. Off to Cannon. So now Oral Roberts will look for the good shot, and so many times, as we've said all broadcast long, Coach Finkbeiner will just put it in the hands of his sophomore from Australia, the 5'5" sophomore, Leah Cannon. And she winds the shot clock down now at 5. On the crossover, looking for an opening, dumps it off inside, ripped away by Turek, and scoring! Turek in the ball game playing with 4 fouls. Great offensive stick back. And what a luxury to have a Cannon to break the defense down like that. Near steal by Lewis. Out high, dumped inside by Hamill and laid in by Stangler. Boy, Stangler did a great job. That pass kick over the top. 3 times it looked like Valpo was going to turn it over, and yet they find a way to score. Back to a 6-point lead for Valparaiso. And Stangler, 8 points in the basketball game now. And this one knocked out of bounds. Oral Roberts will keep it. And we have timeout on the floor. Valpo now leads it by 6. How about this pass from Knuster to Gutowski? Valpo by 6. Going to take a seat now, but she's really battled and scored very, very well. There she knocks down the jump shot. There she blocks a shot, leads the break. She's doing everything she can to help get her club into the NCAA tournament. She's done it all season long, but right now she sits on the bench with 4 personal fouls. On the turnaround and scoring is Katie Langford, who now has 8. Yep, and they've got it back to a 4-point game. Just a few seconds ago, we were talking about 8-point leads. And the last time it was an 8-point lead,
in the first half. Oral Roberts came right back. It seems like every time they need it, something good happens for this Golden Eagle team. Obudo is fouled down low. That foul will go against Canuster. By the way, as we suspected, some of us just thought it might be an ankle injury, and it is an ankle injury on Balker, and they are wrapping the ankle. Coach Freeman likes that news, I have to believe, rather than the knee. So she's apparently going to try and come back. You were all over that from the sideline. You knew it was an ankle right away. Cannon from outside, and that's a 3-ball. That's a deep 3. Buries it, and it's a 1-point game again. Leah Cannon, her third 3 here tonight. Katie Boone getting ready to come back. Inside, they work it off glass goes Jenna Stengler. Stengler again finds a way to score inside. Honorable mention all mid-con, Jenna Stengler, the 6'2 junior. C working with it out high. That there by Stengler. Now it's Lewis taking it to the rack and scoring. See how every time she goes to the basket, the shoulder goes down and she says, "Get off of me." And she's got 7 now. Workhorse inside. Elbows people as she's walking across campus. 5'11 junior from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That one coming up short. Freeman wanted a foul. Valpo with a 1-point lead. Cannon from outside. Rebound Stengler. Don't know if that's the shot they wanted right there. Pretty early in the shot clock that time. Quick in the possession. Underneath 10 to play now. Valparaiso leading by 1. Tie ball game at halftime at 32. On the wing, Canuster working against Obudo, who looks like she could cover anybody. Your post guy, your point guard, doesn't matter. And this one is tossed in by Canuster. How did she get that one to go? She had Obudo all over her. Canuster now with 9. 3-point game for the Crusaders. And Cannon backs it out, and as you noted last time, Dave, work a little shot clock here. There she goes, right down central, and 1. Hoop and the harm. Make a free throw, and will, as you said, decided nothing to this point. Well, there's Cannon. First time it was the 3-ball. Yep, there's the 3-ball. Then there's Claudia Lewis on the drive. And then watch the last basket. Canuster over Obudo. I don't know how she hit that. Falling away for Canuster, who has 9 points now. And then Cannon takes it on the other end and completes the conventional 3-point play. She has 16 points in the ball game. And we are tied at 52 in the championship game of the Mid-Con tournament. Oh, they're going to get Claudia Lewis with her 4th. Now, Betsy Reitema, the freshman, took it in there. And Claudia Lewis, who has been doing all the dirty work here tonight, got in the way, but is called for the foul. Yeah, there's no doubt about that foul. Playing with 3, as important as she is, she's got to be more perceptive on that, saying, I can't get there. Put a hand up, but don't commit the foul. Lewis will sit down, and re-entering the ball game, or actually, this is the first action, I believe, for Corey Williston, the 5'7 junior from Tulsa. Shot missing, and rebounded inside by Boone, and 1! Now, how does the smallest player on the court, wearing the face shield, out-rebound you on a free throw and get a 3-point play? Keith Freeman loves it. Jerry Finkbeiner goes, you got to be kidding. Nobody checks her out, and she goes right back up. There's the foul, and there's 1. She is fired up. And completes the 3-point play, and has 5 points in the basketball game. And we noted Williston came in here just a little bit ago. She had a big shot yesterday, and she's a senior, has scored over 1,000 points once in her career here at Oral Roberts. Hit a big shot in overtime yesterday. Here's Cannon. Turek sits on the bench with 4 fouls and traveling down low on C.
Yep, no doubt. She shuffled the feet in the low post.
So Coach Finkbeiner with 2 of his star players on the bench with 4 personal fouls, Lewis and Turek, and we are at the 8-10 mark in this one. Great trip last time down for Valparaiso. Ended up being a 4-point possession. Completed by that 3-point play by Boone. Shot clock at 10. Boone dumps it off to Hamill. Rebounded by Alicia C. And quickly moving with it is Cannon. Here's Williston. And she has struggled with a leg injury all season long. She has a stress fracture on her left femur, and she has played with that the entire season. Just gutted it out. And as we talked about, hit a big shot yesterday. Here's a foul out front on Riedema. Actually, that's going on Boone. And that is the 4th personal foul on Katie Boone. So Coach Freeman, one of his star players, in foul trouble. Jerry Finkbeiner, in his 8th season here at Oral Roberts University, wants to go back to that NCAA tournament. They have done it before. They were tournament champions in 1999 and 2001. Last year, they were knocked out by this Valparaiso team when Keith Freeman and the Valparaiso Crusaders went to the national tournament after winning the Mid-Con tourney. And right now, the Crusaders on top by 4 with Cannon handling out front. Now to Lewis, back in there with those 4 fouls. Langford on the baseline. Offensive foul on Langford. Boy, standing in there tough, Jamie Gutowski.
Slides over, does a real nice job. Coach Finkbeiner doesn't like it. There's the hit.
Looked like the right call. 17 foul on Oral Roberts here in the second half. Knutster. Here goes Gutowski and lays it in.
Again, wheels around the side of the lane, just beats everybody to the spot and then uses the backboard.
She has wheeled around like that a couple of times here in this one, and now it's out to a 6-point ball game. Inside, knocked away by Riedema.
Watch Gutowski's last basket. This is just really good ball handling. Turn the corner, and nobody reacts quick enough.
Off the inbound, Williston. And the rebound at floor level taken away by Knutster.
So from 52 all, with all the momentum going ORU's way, got a chance to push it to an 8-point lead for Valpo.
Here's Hamill. All kinds of contact and an offensive foul on Hamill. And that's her second personal 6th-team foul here in the second half on Valparaiso.
Yep, C steps over, takes the charge. This is a real perceptive play. She sees it, just gets to the spot, takes the hit.
The 6'2 freshman from Big Cabin, Oklahoma, stepped right in there and took the charge that time. And now, Alicia Turek has checked back in with her 4 fouls for Oral Roberts. Cannon across to Williston. Inside Turek. Looking for cutters and back out high to Williston. Shot clock at 7. Into the hands of the floor general, Cannon. Dumps it down low. Lewis as the buzzer goes off. And the rebound taken away by Valparaiso. 6-0 run by the Crusaders over the last 3:10. Shot out of the corner, no, by Gutowski. And it turns over to Oral Roberts.
Yep, Cannon did a nice job rather than take a chance at fumbling the ball out of bounds or stepping on the sideline trying to save it.
Glad to have you with us on Fox Sportsnet, along with David Kaplan. This is Neil Harwell. We're at the national tournament, or excuse me, the Mid-Con tournament in Kansas City at Kemper Arena. And the winner moves on to the national tournament. Out high with it. This is Lewis. Shot clock at 5. Works her way free and scores it. Big basket back to 4. I was looking at the media guide at the timeout that says Claudia Lewis will do the dirty work with quotes around it. No doubt. Dirty work again. 9 points now. Riedema inside. Real good job on the pass inside. Riedema screened. The defender caught her on the backside and then had the easy basket. Very balanced scoring for Coach Keith Freeman in Valparaiso as the norm. 9 points for Riedema. Lead is back to 6 for Valparaiso. And a foul on the Crusaders. Watch Claudia Lewis. They need a basket in a big way, and she just goes up and under and tosses it home. And then here's the answer. There's the pass over the top. Defenders late getting there. Easy basket for Rita. Last foul was on Catherine Knutster. And on Knutster, that is her 4th personal foul with Cannon at the free throw line, who now has 17 points coming off a 22-point effort against Western Illinois. And you know, by about the midway mark of next season, David, she's probably going to own the mid-con assist record at the way she's going. Amazing. She'll be a junior. Her work on the afternoon. Missing the second, 84% free throw shooter, and here comes Valparaiso out of there with it. Knutster. Here's Hamill. Now out high, Gutowski. Stangler. Off the cut, Gutowski looks inside. Shot clock at 7. One on the shot clock. Rebound Turek, great position, and over the back she is fouled by Stangler. The offense couldn't get anything going there. And then Stangler goes over the top on the rebounding foul. The offense very stagnant on this possession. Nothing happening, nothing happening. You see the shot clock tick it down. They just get a shot up, and there's the foul. To the line on the other end after that foul on foul was actually committed on Stangler. Yeah, it was on Stangler. And to the line, it's Alicia Turek, who has 10 points tonight. I bet the driveway was a very competitive place in the Turek household with brother John, who plays at Nebraska. Her other brother, Josh, plays professionally wheelchair basketball in Italy. And I tell you what, she said she has learned about everything about the game from her family, in particular her 2 brothers. And she is performing very well this season and in this tournament, and now has 12 points in this basketball game. Katie Boone, taken away by Turek. Oral Roberts trailing by 3. Cannon on the miss. And the rebound by Valparaiso as Riedema got back there. In transition, Hamill from downtown. The rebound, Katie Boone. And off of Valparaiso, Oral Roberts will have it. We have timeout on the floor. 3:31 left in this one. 60-57, Valpo. Here for the winner and the runner-up in the Mid-Con tournament. We have a ways to go. 3:31 left, 60-57. Valparaiso on top. They have led by as many as 8 in this one, but Oral Roberts will not let the Crusaders get away. And it will be Golden Eagles basketball with that 3:31 left. And Keith Freeman, who was a finalist for the Women's National Coach of the Year in the 2001-2002 season, has done such a great job here at Valparaiso. We reset the foul trouble. Both teams with a couple of players in foul trouble with 4. And no sign of Balker. She's up in the corner, moving around, jumping up and down, trying to see if she can get the ankle loose. But it's a big loss. Don't question. She had scored 11 points before getting the ankle injury. Obudo off to Turek for 3. Langford was paddling, but then coming out of there, Jamie Gutowski, who's had a fine afternoon. Coming off a 14-point performance against UMKC yesterday, has 9 today, and has been all over the floor, getting loose balls and also pushing the pressure with dribble penetration. Riedema! And Riedema scores the basket. And Betsy Riedema. Claudia Lewis knows she's got 4 because she did not do a very good job taking the penetration away and did want to pick up that 5th foul. Riedema now with 11. Obudo has 8. Back to 3. We kick towards 220. Obudo just gives them energy. Every time she comes in, she makes a play like that. Yep, a bucket, a rebound, something. Tip of ball. Here's the half-court trap out of Oral Roberts. And Turek the rebound, her 10th of the ball game. She's got a double-double now. Cannon off to Langford. And it rings home. That's a 2 and a 1-point ball game for Valpo. Boy, the emotion, you can feel it in the building. Everybody fired up, the game on the line, 1-point game, less than 2. Well, this was a close game last season when Valparaiso won it. From outside, Little strong. Rebound battle for, I think they're going to get Langford for the foul. It was Gutowski that took up the 3 ball. And it was Stangler battling inside for Coach Freeman.
Foul number 24, Katie Langford.
Langford's 3rd personal foul, 8th team foul in the second half on Oral Roberts. Jenna Stangler, 10 points today, averaging 11 a game on the season, the leading scorer for this Valpo team, which really isn't saying much. They have so many folks right in there between 8 and 11 points. Very balanced attack for Coach Freeman, and Stangler hits the 1st. And both free throws for the 81% free throw shooter, Jenna Stangler. Timeout, Valparaiso. And the Valpo bench in full effect as they react to that free throw made by Jenna Stangler. Take a look at that reaction as we head to the break. Valparaiso leading by 3. Before losing to Purdue, they would like nothing more than to go back, but this pesky Oral Roberts team, the number 5 seed, 17 and 12 on the season of Coach Jerry Finkbeiner, hanging around, just like they did with Western Illinois yesterday, and they won by 2 in overtime. Obudo off to Lewis, and Obudo traveled. Coach Finkbeiner will have to watch his Oral Roberts team take it on the defensive end. Last time they were in a half-court trap, and watch Valpo just hold the ball here. Run down some time. There's no backcourt in women's basketball, or violation, 10-second rule, so Katie Boone just hold it back there. Here's Gutowski. And a foul on Oral Roberts. Lewis is done. She just fouled out.
Foul number 20, Claudia Lewis, her 5th personal, 9th team foul.
Not a heads-up play. Shot clock running down. You're inside a minute. You're down 3. You need her energy. So it'll be Gutowski at the line. And Oral Roberts with a 3-point lead, or excuse me, 3-point deficit to Valparaiso, loses one of their top players, Claudia Lewis. Fouls out, her work on the night. And Gutowski will go to the free throw line. And Coach Finkbeiner says, give me a 30-second timeout.
So Coach Finkbeiner, we'll see what comes here. Obviously, Gutowski at the free throw line. She is a 74% free throw shooter on the season. And as a coach, right here, Dave, what are you looking for? I mean, you've got obviously the situation of whether she makes or misses. What are you diagramming up here?
We got plenty of time. You don't have to take the first available three. Take it right to the basket. See if you can get a three-point play the old-fashioned way or take the easy basket.
Time to announce our National Car Rental Player of the Game. National Car Rental, go your own way. And our players of the game in the championship game, Leah Cannon of ORU and Jenna Stangler of Valpo. Stangler with 12 points to lead the way. And right now it's Gutowski at the line and misses the free throw. Rebound, Obudo.
Well, bucket Longland ties it now. So you get the best shot you can get.
And Coach Finkbeiner has Williston on the floor again.
Well,
the senior.
Obudo had a seal there, and they didn't see her inside.
Turek fires the three off the front of the iron. Rebound Langford right back at him.
You got the two. It's a one-point game. Now, by doing that, by getting the deuce, even if you foul and they make both, the three will still tie you. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, shot clock off now. 27.5 seconds left.
That's a tough contested three. You had a chance to look down at the baseline and get Langford, but she says, okay, you didn't get me the first time, I'll take it the second time.
And Katie Langford, the 5'9" freshman from South Australia, has now scored a dozen points in this one. Coach Finkbeiner, as you said, may end up going for the foul here, look for the steal. The one thing they cannot do is let Valpo run the clock all the way down.
No, you give it, 4 or 5 seconds, see if you can get yourself a steal. If not, you foul.
Coach Freeman, the wheels turning. Two-time Mid-Con Coach of the Year looking on. What a great women's program he has established there at Valparaiso. The women playing here in the title game, the men later on tonight. Trapped in the corner, and there is the foul on Oral Roberts.
Yep. And 3 seconds tick off, and now they'll send Boone to the line.
Foul is on Leah Cannon. And on Cannon, that is her second personal foul. And we're in the double bonus. Oral Roberts' 10th personal foul. So going to the line, Katie Boone, 66% on the season from the free throw line. Has hit her one toss from there tonight.
And now you're thinking if you're Valpo, got to make this one because otherwise a bucket beats you of any kind.
She was the MVP of the Mid-Con tournament a season ago. 1-point lead, Valpo. Oral Roberts with it. Turek out high, now to Cannon. Cool, calm, collected. Leah Cannon takes it into the lane. Shot out of the corner, and it's short. Obudo had a chance, and then the rebound, Valpo. There's .2 left on the clock, and the foul going against Oral Roberts.
Yeah, this one's over. Go to the line. Make the first one. The second one, you don't even care if you make it because that way, by the time they can catch it, you cannot get a shot off in less than .5. So this game is over.
Timeout is called, or actually for the substitution, as Turek fouls out with another fantastic ball game, and she had 12 points and 10 rebounds, and that is her 12th double-double of the season.
Well, you can't ask for any more. The ladies left it all on the court. Oral Roberts had a chance to win and just missed that last shot.
What a great freshman season for Alicia Turek. Let's look again at that last possession. They had a nice long look out of the corner, Oral Roberts did.
Yep, you see the clock ticking down. There's a lot of standing around. finally they'll get the pass over to the wing. There's the open look. Misses the shot. Abuda almost comes up with that rebound. And then there's the tackle with 0.2 of a second left.
And Betsy Riedema pulled down the rebound. Another freshman having a nice day today for Valparaiso. So Oral Roberts, the number 5 seed, takes it all the way to the championship game to meet Valparaiso, the team that knocked them out of the tournament last season. Valpo went on to beat Oakland in the title game by 2 last season, and then they went on to the national tournament to play Purdue. And as you said, Dave, this went all but over with the .2 left and Riedema at the free throw line.
And they know it. The Valpo players know it. The Valpo fans know it, as does Oral Roberts.
But this has been a very fun and well-played championship basketball team. Both teams shot it well.
Yep.
They really would add it. 64-63 your score with .2 left, and Betsy Riedema, mid-con all-newcomer team this season, goes to the free throw line.
C will come back into the game. The one thing, Valparaiso, somebody was just yelling, don't touch anybody. Only thing that could cost you.
And everybody back at the midcourt stripe for Valparaiso. And Riedema with the second one. So is .2 enough to catch, tip something, and shoot it?
No.
All right.
Only be a tip. You have to
All
throw a length of the court pass and tip it up. That's all you can get. I think she tried to miss that one.
But not the
that
whip.
badly. Keith Freeman saying it tipped the rim. If we got a replay on it, he's asking the officials to say that it hit the rim. By the time they start and stop the clock, the game is over.
15 subs for the fouled out player.
Well, I think they're also asking about substitution here. And he's unable to substitute, but it will be Oral Roberts basketball. Langford will take it in. .2 on the clock. As this is kind of a strange finish here in the championship game. Langford, long heave, and Valparaiso, for the second straight season, will go dancing at the NCAA tournament. That ankle looks okay on Walker. Valparaiso Crusaders win this one today. A hard-fought game, 64-63. Oral Roberts gave them all they wanted. But the Crusaders, for the second season in a row, will go to the NCAA Championship Tournament. They win the Mid-Con Tournament and now go to 20-11 on the season. And the Valpo faithful very happy that have made the trek from Valparaiso, Indiana. The men will play later tonight. The Valpo fans hope to do it twice today. Well, they've won the women's tournament. Let's toss it over to David Kaplan. David?
Thank you, Neil. Coach, it was an outstanding win. This one went right down to the wire.
Yes, it's one of those things that's why you can only coach for so many years, I guess. So it was a great thing for our kids. Our kids just did a great job and competed to the end. Oral Roberts did a great job. It's what tournament play is all about.
It also seemed as though this was a game of shifting tides. They started fairly quickly, then you guys got the lead. They came back dead even at the break. You took the lead again, they came back.
Right. They never gave up, and our kids, you know, both teams were battling foul trouble. Their rotations were a little bit different, and I just credit our kids and, you know, for just hanging in there and doing the things it took to pull it out at the end.
Jenny, you really stepped up. You scored inside. You guys did a real nice job, it seemed, passing over the top of their defense.
Yeah, I was handed to my teammates, I guess, taking care of the ball and looking for us, seeing us inside.
Now, your point guard's playing with a face shield, yet she's in there battling, getting knocked around. It seems as though she really energizes the whole club.
Yeah, Katie's fearless. She'll go in there and do whatever needs to be done for our team to win. You know.
What do you think now as you head on? You're back in the big dance again. It's got to be an unbelievable feeling.
Well, this is a great thing for our program, and it's a great thing for these seniors, the two seniors, Susie and Catherine. You know, they started out their freshman year, they were 7-22. Basically, they both were thrown into a point guard spot because we didn't have a point guard, and we lost a lot of close games. Then they came back. That sophomore year, we went to the Final 8 at the NIT, and then the last 2 years being able to go to the tournament. That's something really special for those kids.
Coaches always know how their team's going to be way back in September, October. Did you think this team had this chance at that point, or did you think, well, we're a ways away?
Well, I think what the great thing about this team is I thought we had that potential, but over the course of our conference play, we've had 6 different kids out of the lineup for injuries. So last Wednesday was the first time in 2 months we had everybody at practice. So, you know, it's just... I'm really happy with our kids because they overcame a lot of obstacles in terms of injuries and just hung in there and kept working to get better.
Congratulations to both of you and best of luck on the Selection Sunday.
Thank you.
All right, let's go back courtside to Neil.
Thanks, David. Congratulations to both teams today. Valparaiso and Oral Roberts. Valpo will go on to the NCAA tournament. Nice job by Kevin Shank and John Dennison out in the truck. For David Kaplan, this is Neil Harwell. We'll see you next time on Fox Sports Net.
And here is today's Star Watch. For Valpo, Jenna Stangler. A good face-up basket, back to the basket player. Homecoming for her. For K-State, Nicole Odie redefines the post position. She moves, she passes, and all-time leading scorer in the Big 12.
Beth Mullins along with Dan Hughes, K-State co-champions of the Big 12. Their first league title in the Big 12 conference ever.